Hey Collective, hope y'all are doing well today. I've got a reading now about the daily energetic check, but I wanted to go ahead and continue it because it was so good, but I'm going to keep on pulling cards to continue the story because it keeps going. It keeps going. I had mentioned a possible third party in that reading. If you haven't seen it, run over to check that out. Links are in my bio, as well as how to get a hold of me for a personal reading if you are so inclined. Welcome back. If you're already a YouTube subscriber, I so appreciate and love you all very, very much. If you're brand new, I appreciate your curiosity. Thank you so much for checking out my channel. Go ahead and hit that like button, that subscribe button, that little notification bell. These will all help you to see every single time I am posting and help us to connect energetically free of cost. It's free energetic currency exchange. I'm trying to do this reading. I'm going to do another reading as well, so don't worry. I have a haircut coming over, so I want to get this done before it interrupts us, and then I'm going to come back and do more readings because I love doing readings. Hair, I cannot wait to get away from it. No offense to everybody I have cut. I'm just so ready to get rid of it. I want to do readings. I'm so feeling the vibe and the flow. I hope it's helping. Hit that little like button if it does. That helps us to attune. Again, all that information is in the bio on how to get a hold of me and those other links if you want to check out the mini reading and showing these cards how they got on the table. I'll go back over everything here again here in a second. And I'm going to do another reading later, so don't worry. I will get back to how I have changed things. So we had the Eight of Cups come out. The Eight of Cups is about leaving behind, emotionally leaving something behind. The whole time I was doing the shuffle, I just kept hearing the word release, release, release. Right? There's this energy of a big release that needs to happen. We have a new moon in Gemini that is going to happen on June 18th, 2023. And this is going to usher in a lot of focus on things that you were hanging on to that need to be looked at. Why are we hanging on to these things? Your shadow things, your old habits, stagnating energies, distractions, right? So there's a real focus to kind of look at these things that are keeping you from progressing on the path because you know the direction you want to be going in. You kind of have a general feel in your gut. If you're not already walking the path, there is energies that are preventing you from being more focused and more driven. Okay, so that is something that has kind of come up. It's been a little bit of a running theme with my reading, so I feel like I've kind of picked up on an energetic flow of my collective for something going on, plus all of the celestial stuff going on. You know, be sure and look that up. I am not an astrologist. I am still studying that part, and then palmistry is next, so fun. All right, I digress. Let's get started. Release, 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 release kept coming up, right? So first thing that came out was the Eight of Cups. Eight of Cups popped right out. That's emotional release. That's about leaving something behind that you were emotionally invested in. And this is a big decision to finally pull out, right? You put your heart and your soul into something. And this individual here, they've got the moving van packed up. They're not real happy. They're not real happy about this choice, but it's a decision that needed to be made, right? You'll see a wine glass over here. They're just kind of in the feels about how this is. I mean, there's a lot of wine glasses. So there's a lot going on here regarding the move, okay? This moving on type of energy. It's emotional. It's not like, woohoo, I'm going off in a new direction. This is, I have to let this go. I have to let this go. It is so heavy and it is so restricting and it is so painful, right? So you feel a great impulsivity to do this. This is an action card with that Knight of Swords showing up. It's the fastest moving horse in the deck. So you know this is what you need to do. You've got to pull away in a different direction. You've got to. This is just, you've got it in your head and you know it and your gut's telling you, your instincts are telling you, your guides are telling you, however attuned you are, it's that message is coming in loud and clear, right? Now we've got the Queen of Wands that has come out. So interestingly, the Queen of Wands, when it's not a fire sign reading, could be a third party. So that was a possibility, and I say that because we also have the King of Wands, and then we have another Queen. And in the mini reading, I had mentioned another Queen would be a rivalry, right? That would be a rivalry. So we do have that possibility here because we have equality, fairness, and balance that has also come out with the Six of Pentacles. We also have the Death card about transitioning, death of old cycles to start something new, right? So that's all in that release. That's all in that allowing old energies to go away so that new better, more suited energies can bloom in its place, right? That's a beautiful, life-changing energy. You could be dealing with a Scorpio with that death card coming out. And again, the emotional loss. The Five of Cups has come out. This is not easy. It's not easy for you. Whenever we emotionally invest ourselves into a project, a person, a passion, anything that we pour everything into, we give it our time, we give it our focus, we give it our study. I mean, it takes up room in our life. And to have to pull the plug on something that you have invested in is not easy for you to do. It's just not easy for you to have to do, right? At the bottom of the deck, we have the Five of Swords. This is about walking away from an empty victory, right? So even if there was an argument and you feel like you might have won in the fight, it still feels empty because it's not, there are no winners, you know, when everybody's fighting and yelling and screaming at each other. There are no winners. And in order for someone to win, someone has to lose. And it's just in an energy of kind of, it doesn't feel good, right? This is not a happy energy of a happy victory that you're walking away from, right? There's a lot of fighting. Everyone is miserable. Everyone is miserable all around you guys. Interestingly, we've got the Five of Cups and the Five of Swords. So I would pull away from this too. I would release this as well. I mean, if it's just not worth the fight anymore and you're still having to go through the energies of dealing with this, I mean, it's just not worth the fight. King of Wands was under the deck again. So we have the taking control. And again, we have a divine pair on the board, right? We have a divine pair on the board. But then here comes the Queen of Pentacles. So interestingly, this is you pretty much just taking control and taking a leadership role over what you're trying to accomplish. And just taking control over the whole situation and saying, look, someone's got to be the adult. I'm pulling the plug and I have to walk away as hard as it's going to be because I support me. And you could be getting a lot of support from your guides. Universe is kind of paving the way for this to happen. If you notice that when you make a decision to do something that is in your best judgment, the path kind of lines up for you. It kind of opens up. And when you feel like a lot of resistance in your path, this is universe kind of saying, I wouldn't go that route if I were you. You can kick that door down if you want to, but I'm trying to help you, save you in a direction that is not going to help you in the long run. But, you know, free will, do what you will. Right? So again, release. Six of Swords was right under there. Six of Swords. It just kept going. So I had to jump in and just keep the reading going for my collective on YouTube because it's too beautiful of a reading, right? This release energy is beautiful. This is a fantastic message of you being able to actually have healing energy come in to light the way. So once you start to release these old stagnant energies of things that no longer serve your path, the healing begins. And then all of these gorgeous, beautiful blessings start to come in. Ten of Pentacles was right under that. Ten of Pentacles was right under that. So here you are making that decision and trying to figure out what to do, how to do it, right? But you know in your heart, like I said, that instinct is true and that instinct is right. So you let it go. As sad and as hurtful and as painful as it is, you have to focus on the why. You have to focus on the why, the signs, the synchronicities, the flags, everything that is coming forward to indicate this for you, right? Here comes the Magician, about you wanting a new beginning. You're going to be very resourceful, very powerful. This is a very independent psychic individual. And then the Tower underneath, right? So if you don't start building up this brand new start and start to really take control and take power and use your abilities, use the psychic premonitions that are given to you, universe will take it from you. Okay? That's that Tower moment I'm always talking about. Like if you don't take the signs that universe doesn't want you to have something, I always say it's going to tower on you. It'll take it away from you. Okay? This is universe triggering you to see if you're going to get the test, if you're going to get the lesson. Right? If you don't get the lesson, that's the truth. Ace of Swords. All right, Ace of Swords right under that. Yeah. You're stuck, hanged man, on this decision. Judgment under that. Stuck on this decision, but your instinct is telling you the exact right thing that you need to do. I want to run out and see what the aftermath is going to be. What happens once you release? Okay. What does this Ten of Pentacles look like? What happens after my collective does this release and lets go of the distractions. Let's go of the toxic relationship. Let's go of a project that may not be best suited for you. Okay, what is going to happen for my beautiful collective, please, universe? Thank you. I like them all to be in the upright because I give it the chance for universe to flip it if they want. So you saw me flip a card there. They're all in the upright. All right, tell me, universe, what's the outcome once they release? Hierophant, applying these lessons. Applying these lessons so well that other people can actually learn from you because you've done it so well, right? Queen of Swords is a clear, concise decision. That's using a very critical mind, but you're very strong, principled, and also independent, okay? Super independent. Here comes the Eight of Pentacles. You're learning, you're figuring things out, you're putting in the hard work that it takes in order to make things happen. You're aligning yourself once you remove all of the toxic stuff, all of the detachments, all of the distractions. Once that happens, you can get back to work on your path and things will start to line up. This is a very organized energy. This is a learning energy. There goes my ear. This is a learning energy where you're allowed to finally focus on what it is that you're supposed to be doing, right? Ace of Pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles has come out to tell you that this is a very abundant, prosperous, amazing beginning for you. This is going to have so much return on your investment. This is the return on your investment that you're going to have. And I have a feeling that it has to do with investing in yourself. Here comes the Death card again. In these old cycles, strong Scorpio energy, in these old cycles so that the new can come into its place. And this is transformative. That's butterfly out of the cocoon stuff right there. Okay. Butterfly out of the cocoon. Lover's card. Lover's card. So that ushers in when you start walking in your true divine path and you start seeing life lessons and applying them and going forward in that direction. This is a very, very positive energy. You could possibly align yourself to have your true divine partner come in, right? For others of you, you'll have a major decision you'll have to make. Could be dealing with a Gemini as well. We have Gemini season that we are in right now, but this is a very perfect union. This is a perfect partnership that could possibly be coming in. I said, let's look into the future. Okay, let's look into the future, and that's a very perfect union. About kindred spirits, a partnership, right? 5 card popped out, 5 of Cups popped out. So, let's see what else. Yes. So the cause and effect of this sadness, this despair, this grief is going to push you into an energy of having your karmic justice come through in your favor. I feel like these life lessons are going to absolutely be what sets you on course. The Page of Swords has come out. So do watch the gossip. Do watch that energy of kind of not being full of ideas right off the bat, because it kind of comes to you. It kind of comes to you once you start walking that path. You might feel a little bit scatterbrained on the best what direction to go in. We've got the Two of Wands coming out. But that's a decision that you're going to have to make. And it's not, with the Page and the Two of Wands, this is not life-changing. You know, as long as it's in the general direction. You know, if you're in California and you want to get to New York, there's a million different ways you could get there. But the general direction is what matters, right? You get what I'm saying? So the path you choose is not the important part. It's the direction that you start to walk in, that you start to realize, and when things start to align for you. So you will have this decision coming up that you're going to have to kind of have to make here. Knight of Swords again. So it feels like you are very impulsive, maybe a little bit impatient about getting on with it, right? You've got the Eight of Swords where you're kind of trapped in fear, maybe overthinking it a little bit. Okay, so this is an energy of you just kind of being so stuck in your emotions and so stuck in the what ifs and so stuck in the imagination and the memory that you're stuck. You've trapped yourself. So pull together, Collaborate with your guides to be able to quiet your mind and allow for the exact message to come in. You've got a really good message coming in, Page of Wands, about building up a nice solid foundation here. Very solid foundation with the Four of Wands coming through. Very good news. Somebody might be coming in with some exciting plans, but this is a solid foundation that is in your future. You got some hiccups, right? There's some hiccups and there's some struggles, and it's going to be, we're not robots. We have emotion. We have feelings. You have to process these emotions and move through them. Don't sit in them, but definitely feel them. That's your birthright. That's your birthright as a human being, to be able to move through your emotions, anger, sadness, grief, whatever you need to do. Purge and release and move through it and move on. Cool. Release, right? That's the key word for the day. Release. Want to see... I went right for this. I'm going to pick it up. We got the Love Oracle that has popped up here. Let's see what the Love Oracle's got to say real quick. Oh, it's getting slippery. Oh, the weirdest breaks ever with these cards. Some card stocks will not let go of each other. So tell me, collective, give me a little bit more information about this. What is the need for release? What's the need for release? Axe. Breakup, separation, stop the pattern. Stop the pattern. This is abandonment, right? And this is a lightning energy coming in. It's a sudden change and it's a surprise. It could be a surprise to everybody, but there's this information coming in that's allowing you to see that a transformation has to happen. It has to happen. We've got self-indulgence here and we've got abundance. So focus on self. This is a time for healing, right? This is a time for healing and for you to maybe focus on your shadow work. If somebody was triggering a lot of emotions in you that you're not happy about and you're not proud of, that's a focus point for shadow work, right? And that's a lesson that you can absolutely use to transmute it into your power. These are beautiful lessons that you're being given here. For an energy of you focusing on your self-worth, self-appreciation, self-love. Get you some rose quartz, put it in your pocket, carry it around with you. And this is going to bring in the abundance that you're looking for. This is the abundance of everything, getting exactly what you want, manifesting exactly what you want when you focus on self and release these old stagnant energies that are blocking your blessings. I'm telling you, you're blocking your blessings by holding on to things that don't serve your path. It's a blazing message that's coming through this morning. I had to talk about it. Paradise is on the other side. Happiness, expansion, joy, playfulness, oneness between self and universe and spirit. There is nothing better, and nothing can penetrate that. Nothing can penetrate that. No dusty, no narcs, no stagnant leeches, none of that. No vampires, none of that. Nobody can penetrate your oneness. Once you are aligned and you know your self-worth and you're worthy of nothing less, unpenetrable. Oh, we got seduction and love, right? That's going to usher in more of like energy, and you're going to start attracting frequencies that are a match for you. And that's going to feel healthy, and it's going to feel exact and perfect right off the bat. Right off the bat. It's not going to be this energy of, okay, well, let's see what happens. Famous last words in a relationship. Let's see what happens. Good luck with that. I'm going to close out with some cosmic insight. I'm poking on 18. Yeah, let's look at this cosmic insight. Any more messages? Let's see if anything else come out here. Yeah, intimacy. Yeah. You're going to turn up your reminiscing. It's gonna maybe trigger you a little bit. Those thinking back on the good moments that might trigger you a little bit. And these are treasures. These are gifts from the relationship that you can focus on the positivity of the relationship. So it's a beautiful energy of you absolutely getting everything you've ever wanted. So let's see here. Confession. Someone has something to tell you. That's interesting. That's an interesting little sidebar. Let's jump real quick to messages from your future higher self, and then we're going to close the reading there. Do a quick little cap on today's daily. Let's see. Messages from your future higher self. Once you're on the other side of this healing journey, what does universe have to say for you? Once you're on the other side of this healing journey, what does universe have to say for my beautiful collective? You're creating a you that you will be proud of. That is the truth. You will be so proud of the you that you are creating. It's worth it, right? Oh my gosh, the sacrifices you make today will be worth it. You will get what you wish for, but is it truly what you want? So as you're growing, be sure to really focus on your transition and know that what you're asking for, is it going to be for the person you're transitioning into, or is it of your old self, right? So you want to really be specific when you're manifesting and making your abundance come through, because you're creating a you that you will be proud of, is what your future higher self is telling you. These are the lessons, right? The sacrifices and everything that you're going through is going to be worth it. It will be worth it one day. Okay, and then make sure that you're manifesting the correct things, and be very specific, because if you're vague in your manifestations, the universe will supply you with a vague result, right? So you have to get real specific. This is something you have to meditate on, get out a journal, focus, and really be specific, and then make a new perfect list that you read out and you put intention into. Pen to paper that's putting intention out into the universe. I'm telling you, it makes a big difference on doing things versus just thinking about it and making it there. All the right things will come to you in the most unexpected ways, right? If you've never manifested before, it's unexpected. If you've never meditated before, it's unexpected. But all the right things are coming in. And it's something that you're not familiar with. And this is a beautiful thing about change and transitioning, right? These are new, exciting things that you're not familiar with. Welcome that. So don't forget to fulfill your needs while helping others. So if you're in an energy of constantly giving, don't forget to do that self-care, that self-love, because you cannot pour from an empty cup. Okay, so be sure on your path, it's exciting, and it gets real, you get jazzed up about people being receptive, and oh my gosh, I'm getting it, and I want to help more people, because that's an energy of bringing a lot of focus, a lot of that good energy into you, right? So that's an ability to bring good energy into you. So continue to make the most out of every open door, right? So you're walking down that hallway. The doors that do open, be sure to make the most out of those opportunities. Any little opportunity. Absorb every piece of information the universe is gifting to you in that moment, and be sure to really kind of take it all in and notice what it is that you're supposed to take with you on your path and on your journey. Good luck sometimes comes disguised as bad luck. Okay? Sometimes that good luck is actually, it looks like bad luck when it first comes in, but your divine guides will protect you. They're going to protect you and keep you from things that are not for your better good. They just are. And it looks like bad luck in the beginning, but it's actually for your better good. You just have to trust the process. You're stepping into a brand new chapter. Okay? Your future higher self is excited. They're calling you in. So go ahead, do the work, do the release, make notes of those shadow work things, work on your manifestation lists. These are things you can focus on to really kind of help you on your path. And it takes you out of the energy of focusing on others to move that energy to self. And then you start attracting in beautiful frequencies for you. And that is exactly what universe wants you to do. They want you to radiate so that you can be the beacon and the light you are meant to be. All right, my beautiful collective. I feel like that was your reading for the day. It was a short one. I bet somebody chomping at the bit. I mean, my messages are going off like crazy. So it's been a little bit of a distraction. I'm sorry if that was distracting in the reading. I'm going to come back to you guys and do another longer reading later on. I hope this helped and resonated. Again, all those links are in my bio. Be sure and check that out. I'm wishing you all love, light, abundance, positive vibes. Again, hit those subscribe buttons. That like button costs nothing. The comment section, I'm loving all of those comments. I appreciate it all. Y'all take care. See you soon.